Hello, my name is Shigeki Matsui. I would like to introduce final presenter Rina FUKUDA. Her presentation theme is about competitive culture. I watched the culture movie Chihaya Furu. This movie is consists of three parts: Kaminoku, Shimonoku, and Ketsunoku. I watched it all one day. I interested in competitive culture, so I am looking forward to her presentation. She always smiles, so her presentation will make us happy. Let's enjoy his presentation.
So, thank you, Shigeki Matsui. Hello, my name is Rina FUKUDA. Today, I will talk about competitive culture. It is suddenly, but do you know Chihaya Furu? Chihaya Furu is very famous manga. This comics was adapted into a live action movie. It was movie starring Suzu Hirose. In the questionnaire, many people know the competitive culture from the effects of Chihaya Furu. I was the one person who was influenced by Chihaya Furu. In junior high school student, I saw the movie titled Chihaya Furu. In this movie, Suzu Hirose was very cool, and I wanted to try to play the competitive culture. A year later, I entered high school. My school have competitive culture club. Competitive culture is my high school is very strong. Last year, Culture Club in my school have first prize in Hokkaido because student in competitive.
OK, OK。
あ、これどうやって直せばいい？すいません。すいません、すいません、すいません。すいません、本当すいません。Because students in competitive culture club are playing culture for junior high school students. So I didn't remember the 100人 issue, so I can join the competitive culture club. But I regret that I couldn't play the competitive culture. So I think, so I tried to remember the all 100人 issue, and I played the culture with my friend. So my friend belonged to the culture club, and she is very strong player. Amazingly, she got first place in Hokkaido when she was senior high school student. So I think it was very difficult, but I set myself the goal of this project is to win a friend. This is the outline. Alright, let's get started. First, I will talk about competitive culture. Competitive culture is Japanese traditional sport, and it uses 100人 issue. Competitive culture national convention is held every year in Omijingu. Omijingu located in Shiga. Competitive culture player population is 1 million, but recently the player population is increasing year by year. Even though many people know the culture, but many people don't know competitive culture rules. So next, I will talk about competitive culture rules. First, all 100 cards should lie face down and be mixed with both hands. Then each player picks 25 cards each. So arrange your mochifura in 3 rows on tatami in front of you. This photo is after finishing. And memorize the placement of your cards and the opponent card for 50 minutes. And after 30 minutes of memorization, a player can practice reaching past 4 cards. And start the game. First, the reciter first reads a poem. The poem is called Joker. It means introduction to the game. And after the reciter, repeat the second half of the poem. And after 1 second pause, decide to stir the first half of poem. which is chosen randomly from a box of 100 poems. When Defuda or the matching card as one or two territories, player compete to take card. This is a rough competitive Karta rules. Next, I will talk about how to memorize 100人一首. I use the application names 覚える100人一首. I tried to memorize 100人一首 in 2 weeks, but I can't memorize all 100人一首. So I tried to memorize 決まり字 in 100人一首. 決まり字 is the first syllable of 上の句 in which you can identify the poem being read. So I don't have to remember the last part of the poem to play compared to Karta. So I remember 決まり字 in 2 weeks, and I practice taking Karta on my own. Practice taking Karta on my own. And this is a practicing, and this thing is the best in my practice. And 2 weeks later, I played Karta with my friends. At the start of this game, I couldn't take Karta. My friend was very fast and strong. This is the game scene, and the left is me, and right is my friend. You understand that she is very strong and fast. She was very fast. By middle of the game, I can get 1 card. As a reason for that, it is my favorite poem in 100人一首. This video is a game scene when I get the Karta. So, finally, I get 2 cards and my friends get 48 cards. I lost the game, but I am happy to get 2 cards. I never thought I get Karta cards in math. And I think that is very fun to play the Karta. In the future, I will try to Karta in online game. This application can play with people all over the world. So I want to play Karta with people all over the world. And when things return to normal, I want to join Karta convention. Every year, Shiga Prefecture Competitive Karta Convention is held in December. So this convention held for beginners. So I want to join this convention this year. My pizza project is finished, but I want to continue to practice Karta. So this is the difference. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for interesting presentation. His friends is amazing. Do you have any questions? Eri Fujita, go ahead.
Thank you for wonderful presentation. I have a question. What is an attractive point of Karta, do you think?
So thank you for asking question. It is a good question. I think competitive Karta is very easy to start. We can start if we have カルタ and memorize 百人一首. In addition, we can also learn Japanese culture through competitive culture and 百人一首. So I think this is an attractive point of culture. So does this answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Harada, Yuya, go ahead.
Hi, thank you for your wonderful presentation. I have a question. Why do you use the smartphone application to remember 100人一首?
Thank you for asking question. It is a good question. I often use my smartphone when I have free time. So I want to use my spare time effectively to memorize the 100人一首. So, and smartphone application have many useful functions. So I use the smartphone application. So does this answer your question?
Yes, thank you for answering.
Thank you.
Thank you. はい。
Mai Hota, go ahead.
Thank you for wonderful presentation. What is the hardest things you play the karta?
Thank you for asking question. It is an interesting question. So I think memorizing to 100人一首 was the hardest thing to me. Because I forgot the 100人 I forgot right away when I think I remember the 100人一首. And in the game, I was hard to memorize the 50 cards position. So this 2 point was the hardest to me. So does this answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give her a big hand.